Denkyira, located in the southern region of present-day Ghana, was a nation founded by Akan people. The kingdom today is split in two, Upper Denkyira and Lower Denkyira. The two parts are separated by two other Akan states, Twifo and Himang. It was the result of wars with Ashanti that a section of the Denkyira moved southwards with their king beyond Twifo and Himang, and established a new capital at Jukwa, about 20 kilometers northwest of Cape Coast. The history of Denkyira starts from 16th century. Like the other Akan groups, the traditions of the Denkyira trace their original home vaguely to the north, but before they moved down to settle at new capital about Nisieso, which locates in the Ashanti region, the Denkyira lived in the neighborhood of Denkyira in the Bono Kingdom.
Originally, the people of Denkyira were called Adewu people. They were called the Adewu people. And according to history, they settled in the Bono area, in the present-day Bono-Ahafo region of Ghana, at a place called Kyira. And so the people were very clever. They were able to adapt to the culture, the way of life of the people of Kyira to such an extent that they were fused with the people, and so they were always referred to as the people who have changed, into Kyira culture. And in Cree language, that kind of expression is rendered as Adane Inchira people. Adane Inchira, changed or turned Kyira people. And so the Adane Inchira people later became Denkyira. Adane Inchira turned Kyira people. It means the Adewu people have turned Kyira people. And that is the source of that name, Denkyira.
So, where's the kingdom dated from?
The kingdom dates back as far as to the 16th century. The 16th century, when the stool was discovered as having descended from the heavens by a woman. A woman discovered the stool, and so she became the first king, and she was called Ayekra Adeboy. Ayekra Adeboy.
So the first king is a lady.
A lady. Mm-hmm. And since then we have had lady kings, about 3 to date.
Ghana is a nation which contains president and king. Chieftaincy is a unique system in Ghana. The chief is inherited from generation to generation in light of matriarchy. The king was choose his successor among his sister's children and ask the agreement from elders in the kingdom. If the elders don't agree, they will elect another candidate and let the Queen Mother make the final decision.
The Denkyira have the matrilineal system. We follow the matrilineal system, which means it is only the son of or the child of the female that can inherit. The child of the female will be the nephew or the niece of the reigning king. So it is the matrilineal system. Only the child or the female can ascend to the throne, like most Akan kingdoms or states in Ghana.
So what kind of how did the kingdom choose a king from Queen Mother's tribe, from Queen Mother's tribe?
Yeah, right. So the Queen Mother, both the Queen Mother and the king belongs to the same family in the Denkyira kingdom. The queen mother and the king belongs to the same family. And so whenever the king joins the ancestors and there is the vacancy to be filled, it is the queen mother who nominates from amongst the royals. It could be the queen mother's own son or any of such royal in the royal family. Then the queen mother will choose and present the candidate to the kingmakers, that is the chiefs, the other chiefs, the divisional chiefs of the kingdom, and then they will confirm and install him as the king.
So the king will choose the time for the appropriate time for selecting the new king.
Yes, it is only when the king is no more that there is the vacancy, and it is the kingdom, the queen mother in collaboration with the kingmakers who will choose at the appropriate time. Yes. There is a saying in Denkyira or Akan that king never dies. King never dies. So whenever the king joins, so we say the king has joined the ancestors. The king never dies. And whenever he joins the ancestors, there is someone to inherit, because the stool is it doesn't die. The stool doesn't die, and so the occupant also doesn't die. We have had a few female kings, and so even now, as the history tells us, we can even have a female king. Yes, that is the unique nature of Denkyira. Yeah. So it is even part of our culture. Anybody standing before the king stands up, but the lady will not stand up, because the lady was the founder of the kingdom, and so the lady or women are revered in the Denkyira kingdom. And so we can have a lady king.
It is not easy to be a king. Therefore, before the installation, a series of training is necessary.
King is when the king is being installed, it's a process. First, he is confined for about a week, and during this period, the king undergoes a lot of training, including public speaking, how to appear in public, even how to wear the cloth, how to speak in public. That is a paramount. And then he is trained in the history, traditions, etc. of the people. So he undergoes a lot of training during the confinement period. That is about 1 week.
1 week.
Yes, 1 week confinement before he's outdoored, and he swears the oath to the people.
Unlike our stereotype to the king, in the modern society, the barrier between kings and the people is eliminated. Before the installation, the king has to experience the formal education like everybody does, and can even be employed by the government and company.